Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to another video on topic wise question solve and আমরা ফাংশনসটা দেখছিলাম for the last two videos and আজকে আমরা দুইটা কোশ্চেন সলভ করব। একটা হচ্ছে মে জুন সেশন 2024 এর পেপার টু ভ্যারিয়েন্ট 1 and আরেকটা হচ্ছে একই সেশনের মে জুন পেপার টু ভ্যারিয়েন্ট 2। ওকে, লেটস স্টার্ট। সো দ্য ফার্স্ট কোশ্চেনটা বলছে এখানে যে রাইট ডাউন the given thing in the form of a plus b times x plus c whole square. Okay, so we have to convert it into completing a square format. Okay, let's do that. So given that 3 plus 4x minus 2x squared, so we have to take the negative 2x squared, the first plus 3 equals to, take negative 2 as the common term, negative 2x, and we'll keep 3 out of this. Okay, so negative 2 squared times minus 2 times x times 1 plus 1 squared and minus 1 plus 3. So this 1 is an extra. Okay, so it is times with negative 2. So now negative 2 times x minus 1 whole squared minus 1 plus 3. Okay, so then it will be negative 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 2 plus 3, and finally 5 plus 5 minus 2 times x minus 1 squared. So now if we compare this with the given format, so a plus b times x plus c squared, so comparing this, a will be 5, b will be negative 2, and c will be negative 1. Okay, so a is equals to 5, b is equals to negative 2, and c is negative 1. I think we understand all the things. So number b, hence write down the range of the function. So okay, the function f of x is given in that format. Okay, let us have a page and do the detail of the question. So okay, so what is given? F of x is equals to, given as 5 minus okay, then negative 2 times x minus 1 squared plus 5. So we can think f of x as y. Okay, so this is a quadratic equation on the vertex form. So the coordinate of the vertex six, 1 and 5, and the graph will look like this. So if we have a estimated drawing on that thing, it will be something like this. Okay, so 1 and 5, 1 and 5 may be there. So, and as there is negative 2 here, So the graph will be inverted parabola. It's like this. Okay, so it is 1 comma 5, the vertex. So they have asked for the range of the function. Just look at it. All the value of y. Range means the values of y. Range of the function means the set of outputs, or namely simply the values of y. Just look at it. I think this is the vertex. The y value of the vertex is 5. So if you look at the whole thing, we can see that if you go right, so if you take a point here, it must have a value of y or y coordinate less than 5, and if you move left, suppose on that point, it should be y2 is also less than 5, and so if it is y1 less than 5, that means if you move further down, it will obviously be less than the 5. So from the figure we can say that range of the function is less than 5. Okay, so what we can say that the shortcut, or as you will be given not that much space only, and it carries only 1 marks, so if a function is given in that format, f of x is equals to negative a times x plus c squared plus b. Okay, so the range of the function will always be f of x less than b. Okay, okay, so we can write that range of the function equals to less than 5. Use algebra to show that the equation 5x has no real solution. Okay, it's a topic from polynomial, okay, or quadratic equation. We have to find the discriminant and show that it will be less than 0. So given that 5x times x minus 3 equals to 5x 26, so 5x squared minus 15x minus 5x is to 0, so 5x squared minus 20x plus 26 equals to 0. So if we compare the whole thing, x squared plus bx plus c, then we can say that c is 26, b is negative 20, and a is 5. Okay, so the discriminant of the quadratic d is how much? B squared minus 4ac, so minus 20 squared 4 times a means 5, c means 26. Okay, So it's 400, and it's 20 times 26, 520. So it's negative 20, 120. So as d is less than 0, so the condition we know from theory that if the discriminant is less than 0, the equation will not have any real solution. Okay, so will not have any real solution. Okay, okay, okay. Now we are moving to the next one. I have to add a page there. Okay, so given f of x, there are two functions are given, f of x and g of x. The number a is they are given, they have said that the composite function of f of g does not exist, and we have to explain why. Okay, it carries marks one mark. So just I am trying to explain the whole thing. F of x is given as 3x squared over 4x minus 1, and given x is less than 0. That means the input should be less than 0, and g of x is 1 on x squared. Here also given that x is less than 0. So what they said, that they have said f of g does not exist. F of g of x would not exist. Okay, this on function theory we know that the composite function will not exist. Okay, I will at first tell how it can exist. Will exist if range of the inner function for our case, the inner function is g of x. Function g of x is a subset of the domain of the outer function. F of x. Okay, so the domain of the outer function is given as x is less than 0. So according to the question, the domain of outer function x is x is less than 0. That means it's negative. It's negative numbers. Okay, so what is the range of the inner function? Just look. Inner function is given as g of x is 1 on x squared, and the value of x is less than 0. That means if you put a negative number on a square, it will be positive. So the output of g of x will always be positive. So, but have a look. The domain of the outer function is negative, but the range of the inner function is a positive number. So the positive number cannot be a subset of a negative number. So that's why the range of g of x is not a subset of the domain f of x. That's why the composite function will not exist. Okay, so f x is equals to x such that x is less than 0, and the range of g of x g of x is greater than 0, so which is not actually a subset of the domain of f of x. And given that the function g of f does exist, find the simplify an expression for g of f of x. Oh, so okay, so it's given that g of f exists, so we have to find the g of f of x. So now g of, we have to put the value of f of x in the gx. So 1 on x squared, so we have to place the value of f of x in the place of x in g of x. So it will be 3x squared over 4x minus 1 whole square, 1 over it. So 1 on 9x to the power 4 divided by x squared 8x plus 1, and finally it will be 16x squared 8x plus 1 divided by 9x to the power 4. So this is the g of f of x. Okay,
so আমাদের নেক্সট কোশ্চেনটা হচ্ছে we have to find the f inverse of x, and এখানে একটা ফরম্যাট দেওয়া আছে, আমাদেরকে ওইটাতে কনভার্ট করতে হবে আর কি. সো given that f of x is equals to 3x squared over 4x minus 1, so f of x means y, so y is equals to 3x squared over 4x minus 1, and inverse means হচ্ছে আমরা we have to express x in terms of y. Okay, so now y times 4x minus 1 equals to 3x squared, so 4xy minus y to 3x squared, and then x squared minus 4xy. আচ্ছা, okay, এখানে একটা জিনিস we have to mention that normally for most of the case y can be directly written in terms of x. But look at the format now. এখানে তুমি যদি if you want to separate the y and x, you cannot do that. Y, just look, 3x squared minus 4xy equals to minus y, and then if you take x as common, it will be 3x minus 4y to negative y. So x is equals to negative y 3x minus 4y. Just look at it. We have an x here, so but it should not be that case. Okay, in the case of inverse function, there should be no x on the right side. It should be only the terms of y. So that means আমরা এভাবে এটাকে অ্যাপ্রোচ করতে পারবো না. we have to do the math in different way. So এটার জন্য আমরা যেটা করতে পারি, I'm just deleting the whole thing now. Okay, so just think about it. It's a equation of x. So x is the variable here, and we can think y as a constant here. Okay, so now if we write it down in a rearranged format, squared minus 4y times x plus y equals to 0. So now comparing this, the standard quadratic equation, x squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. So y equals to c, and 4y, negative 4y, not 4y, negative 4y can be thought as b, and 3 can be thought as a. Okay, so the solution, of the quadratic equation will look like this. X is equals to minus b, means minus 4y plus minus square root of b squared minus 4 times 3 times c means y. So this will be 4y plus minus 16y squared is 12y. Okay, you should divide by 2 times a, 2 times 3, 6. Okay, x times, okay, this is x, that means this is f inverse of y. So f inverse of x should be equals to 4, just put x on the place of y, (16x squared is 12x, not y, divided by 6. Okay, so it should be 4x plus minus, let's take 4 as a common term, 4x. So 4x should be 4x minus 3 divided by 6. So okay, okay, now they have given us a format. So comparing this with the px, the format is that px minus x times qx plus r divided by 3. Okay, just we have to convert into that. So 4x minus square root of 4 means 2, x times minus 3 divided by 6. So 2x minus times 4x 3 divided by 3. So now comparing the whole thing, we can write that p is equals to 2 and q is equals to 4, r is equals to -3. So okay, that's it. That's the whole math. Thanks for watching. Allah Hafiz.